Welcome friends, welcome back to the kitchen. I was at the grocery store this morning and I saw some chicken breasts on sale, 30% off, so I thought I'd pick them up. I don't normally cook with chicken breasts, and I never buy chicken breasts that are skinless, but there you go. Can't pass up a good deal. So when I got home, I thought, what am I going to make with them? And I decided I'm going to do something that a lot of people would call Tuscan chicken. Anyway, it's chicken in a nice cream sauce. And I'm going to start out by sauteing them or frying the chicken in the pan, build up a fond on the bottom of the pan, and build up some flavor on the chicken breasts, which is why it would be so much better if they had the skin still on them. So in this dish, I've got 2 eggs. I've broken them in. In this pie dish, I'm going to put some flour, oregano, paprika, thyme, some salt, and some pepper. And I'll just give this a bit of a whisk just to mix it all together. And do the same with the eggs. Now I'm whisking up 2 eggs here. You could certainly use just 1 egg and add some milk to it, or you could add some milk if you're going to use 2 eggs. It's up to you. You have to decide as you're working in the kitchen. I've got a cast iron pan on the go here, and I'm going to put some oil in because we are going to be frying this chicken. So that is heating up. And I'm going to dredge the chicken first in the flour. Then into the egg. And then back into the flour. Get it all coated. And then into the oil. And don't crowd the pan. I've got 4 chicken breasts. I might only do 2 at a time in the frying pan. Now, I'm not trying to cook these all the way through in the pan. I just want to brown the outside and bring some flavor to both the chicken and the pan where we're going to cook the rest of the meat. So I'm going to toss these around, these last 2, and we'll get all of the chicken browned. Now I've got the oven preheated, and I'm going to put these chicken breasts on a tray and stick them in the oven so that they continue cooking while we make the sauce. And the sauce comes together really quickly. If there's not enough oil left in your pan, put some in. I've got enough. So next in is some onion and a red pepper. And you could use a green pepper, you could use a yellow pepper, you could use an orange pepper, whatever pepper you like the flavor of. And I just want to saute these off until the onion has softened. Now, next in, I'm going to put some tomato paste. And I'm going to crush in a couple of pieces of garlic. And just stir that all together. You just want to caramelize the tomato paste a little bit. You don't have to worry about it too much. A lot of people overemphasize the need to do this. But you want to change the flavor and get those sugars going a little bit. Now, I've got oregano and paprika, some salt, pepper, and we'll give that a stir. Now, I've got some white wine here, and I want to pour that in. And you just want to simmer off the white wine until it reduces by about half. And that comes to a simmer quite quickly. Now, the biggest task at this point with this recipe is holding this sauce without cooking it down too far until the chicken breasts are cooked through, because we're going to add the chicken breasts back to the sauce, but we don't want to add them back until they are fully cooked. So keep your eye on the chicken, keep your eye on the sauce. Don't overcook or undercook either part of those. Next in is some sun-dried tomatoes, and these are sun-dried tomatoes that are packed in oil. Those are the ones I'm using today. I would prefer to get the ones that aren't packed in oil. I like the flavor better of those ones, but use either one based on either what you can get or what you like. Next in is some chicken stock. We'll put that in, and I'm just going to turn the temperature down and slowly simmer this while I wait for those chicken breasts to be ready. Okay, the chicken is done. So let's move on and finish the sauce. I've got some, this is pecorino. You could use Parm, you could use pecorino, you could use any hard cheese, any aged hard cheese in this sauce. Choose one that you like the flavor of, or whatever's in your fridge. I do a lot of cooking now with just the stuff that I have in my fridge, and I don't fret over substitutions anymore. I don't fret over, oh, I'm not using the authentic ingredient. I just kind of make it happen. And I would encourage you to do the same thing. I think the days of being hypersensitive to following a recipe slavishly should be over. So I'm going to grate in a pretty good amount of cheese. And you can save some cheese to grate onto your plate when you serve it as well. So I think that's enough for now. And I'm going to put in some heavy cream. So this is heavy cream, 35% cream. You could use milk in a pinch if you wanted to. That would be completely fine. You could use half and half. Use what you've got. I'm going to stir that in. And then I'm going to get the chicken from the oven and we're going to put it into the sauce. Just nestle that in there. And then I'm going to throw in some spinach. Now at this point, if you've got a heavy pan, you could turn the heat off. I'm going to put a lid on it and I'm going to let this sit for 10 or 15 minutes. The spinach will wilt, the sauce will come together, and then we'll serve it. Oh, look at that. Hey, Jules.
Hey, Glenn. Hey, friends. That's beautiful.
It is quite nice looking. It is, you know.
I like that there's some spinach in there.
So
you've got forks?
A little bit of sauce on top. So it's kind of a, it's a creamy tomato, saucy kind of Tuscan chicken, I think is what most people would call it.
I like saucy chicken.
Okay.
As the title.
Okay, so dig in, Jules.
I'm tempted to start with the spinach, of course, but because that's who I am.
I mean, I expect the chicken mostly to taste like chicken. The flavor is really all in the sauce. There'll be a little bit of flavor on the outside of the chicken because I breaded it and fried it first. But
tastes like chicken. A little bit of creamy sauce, which,
that sauce is quite nice.
works quite nicely.
So that was pretty quick to come together. Serve this with, potatoes or rice or any of those other things. But it's a really easy dish to make. And a lot of that stuff, is something that we usually have in the house. All I bought was the chicken because it was on sale. And I went over and grabbed some spinach because I thought I might do this.
I would probably add some hot pepper flakes. Just to, give it a kick, but, not everyone's into that.
Hot pepper flakes would work really well in that. Okay, this is a winner recipe. Let us know if you make something similar to this down in the comments and what you would change to make this your own. Thanks for stopping by. See you again soon.